Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of March 13th or something like that. I don't know. It's in the title. I meant to check before I started, and I totally didn't. So, it is what it is. You don't watch me because I never know what the date is anyway. So, I'm sure you're all used to it by now. But you have this, in your current general energies, enough chitter chatter, you have this card that says, student says, read books on finance to expand your knowledge, going to school or expanding skill set, or working in a school district. I'm a big fan of education right now. I have been since 2016. Well, I've always been a big fan of educating yourself, but in 2016, we had Saturn and Capricorn. Right now, we have, for the time being, we have Pluto in Capricorn, and Pluto, of course, will be going into Aquarius, but it will be retrograding back into Capricorn this year as well until next year before it officially moves into Aquarius. But, as I always say, this Capricorn energy, it's not like, it's not like accurate tarot. This is accurate astrology. This is Chris's crappy astrology, right? But what I would say in Capricorn right here, what I would say is that Capricorn has an emphasis on education in a certain way. Because, I don't know, I just feel it intuitively. That's the only reason I have, right? And what I would say is, again, really, I think education or educating yourself about things that you want to be successful on, or that you want to see more success in, is just going to lead to a lot of clarity. You have the Queen of Swords here, and it's probably going to lead to a permanent change as well. I don't usually look at the Queen of Swords as a permanent change, but I will tell you what. The Queen of Swords, she always has her back to the past, and she's always focused on the future. So I kind of feel like you've learned something, or you are learning something that is kind of like drawing you more towards the future, or is creating more success in your life in this direction. You have the Page of Cups here, and the Page of Cups, this could be a love offer, or it could be love that's coming in for you. So I do feel that there could be love, could be a water sign. You do have a couple of water sign cards here. High Priestess, you have the World, which is Scorpio, could be Scorpio, I should say, and you have the Knight of Cups. So could be a water sign, could be any sign. But I also feel that this is encouraging you to go on an adventure. Well, actually, I'll show you here. You have the Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. The Page of Cups has this fish that is jumping out of its cup, and I always say that fish represents like something that he needs to grab onto. It's like something that he does not want to escape. And so this could be an idea, a dream, an imagination, something that you've been dreaming of doing. And then you have the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands represents needing to not care so much about what people will think. She has this black cat here, and the black cat actually represents needing to not care what people think. In the times of tarot, black cats were considered unlucky. Obviously, we don't still believe that, cat ladies, so chill out. But what I will say is that, during the times of tarot, they were considered unlucky. The point is, she doesn't care. She just likes the black cat. So, the whole point of the card is to do things no matter what people tell you to do, or no matter what people think. And if you do that, you're obviously going to find fulfillment. You also have this Bluebird card here, and that card says news or messages on it, but it's also a card of happiness. So, I really feel that whatever you're doing could be leading to happiness, joy, fulfillment, but it's like you have to go on the adventure. You have too many adventure cards here. Like I said, Queen of Wands, and we haven't even clarified yet. Queen of Wands and Knight of Wands, the World, even the Knight of Cups. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Five of Cups. I kind of feel good about this. It's like you finally have let go of a disappointment. Five of Cups is normally the guy spilling over the three cups that have spilt over, and they represent like he has lost his taste for wine. He lost his taste for something he once enjoyed, so it's kind of like hard for him to let go of something, but I feel here with the Queen of Swords, it's like you're finally letting go of the loss of something. Doesn't have to be a person. Could be a job, could be an idea that just hasn't worked out. I feel like you're finally moving forward to something new. With the Page of Cups, you have the Judgment card here. There's a lot of clarity. This reading is kind of just, I would say, an aha moment. Like maybe this week you're having some really big aha moments, or, moments where you're like, damn, like how did I not see that sooner? How did I not like wake up to these things sooner? I really get that feeling here. I'm not really getting the traditional kind of like judgment stuff. I'm just getting so much clarity. It's like I finally understand certain things in life if I put myself in your shoes, and it's leading to a lot of forward success. And I think that's why I like this reading. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Six of Swords, moving on to calmer shores, major improvements coming in for you here. I kind of feel like you're releasing something as well because, well, in the area of the unexpected, you have this card that says, this is what I really want to get to, is this row right here. You have this card that says, don't spend too much time in despair. Move through the emotions and release it. So I feel like you are releasing things that have held you back for a long time, or you're just letting go of things that have held you back for a long time. And this is going to lead to a lot more success for you here, Gemini. I also feel that there's like a lot of abundance coming in for you with this energy as well. So for whatever, like the more you could focus on happiness, the better, I think. I also, as I've said to others, I don't want to stress people out, but what I want to say is that I think people really need to be careful of what they focus on for the next 10 years. Because trust me, I think between now and like 2033, there's going to be like a lot of bad stuff to focus on. But I also feel like there's going to be an equal amount of good stuff to focus on. But, it's like our brains are wired to focus on the negative. Why do you think the news is so negative, right? Negativity sells. And what I would say here is like, go the other direction. Yes, it requires work. And, that's the thing that I like to remind people is it's super easy to be negative. It's like, I remember watching a video by Casey Neistat like years ago, and he was talking about why he doesn't pay attention to negative comments. He's like, it's easy for someone to call you a butthead. It's easy for someone to call you an asshole. It doesn't take much creativity, but it takes creativity. It takes willpower and brain power to be nice. So, it's easy to be mean. And I kind of see that. I also think that it's easy to focus on the negative, and who knows why? Maybe because, of our primitive flight or fight response or, whatever the case may be. And plus, it's just what everybody talks about, right? So I kind of feel like this is saying, can you go the other direction, right? Can you end a never-ending nightmare, this Nine of Swords? Can you take control of your life with the Emperor? And can you, become more successful than ever? This is a question. I can't answer this question for you. But, going this way, I feel like it's saying, can you achieve things that you think are really hard? Can you, again, achieve more than you ever thought possible? Or are you just going to focus on negative stuff, right? And the choice is yours. I really feel the sky is, the limit. I feel there are no limits for you. The High Priestess is a card of potential. She just represents something that has potential to be successful. And it also says she has no limits. She has no roof over her head on this card. And the fact that there's no roof there kind of suggests that there, whatever new ideas or inspiration she's having through her intuition are unlimited. She can accomplish, crazy amounts of stuff. But, obviously she has to put in the work. She has to ground the idea in reality. Going to the Seven of Cups, she has to vibrate correctly with the Nine of Cups. She also has to make sure she's not working too hard with the Two of Pentacles, right? Two of Pentacles is work hard, play hard. So we sometimes have to balance things. It's like, again, I always find like if I'm working too much, which is a lot, which is always true, then my life becomes very, very dull and other things start to, kind of like be sacrificed. Other things start to go poorly. So, I do think that balance is super important. I've been telling people like to work smarter, not harder recently because of Pluto and Aquarius. Again, I'm sure you've all heard about AI. It's like, how can you use it for your business? How can you use it for your job, right? There's plenty of YouTube videos about how to use it for your job and things like that. And it's far from perfect. You're going to have to, I keep telling people, I've been messing around with it for like over a year now. And, it's far from perfect. But again, it's like, how can you use it to your advantage? And again, I think the people who adapt to this stuff are just going to become very successul. But also it's going to give you more time. It's going to free up time for you to do other things that you want to do. With the Nine of Swords and the Emperor, you have the Knight of Pentacles. You have all these knights here. I do feel like there could be a knight-like person coming in for you. We're only missing, the Knight of Swords. So, I feel like there could be kind of like a person who's rushing into your life. Could be an Aries for a lot of you. You have this, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. You have the Knight of Cups here. But you also have this Emperor here, and it's standing out to me as a person. So if you want love, this could be a person that's coming in for you. It's like they start off slow, something happens, they start to speed up with that Knight of Wands. I don't know, maybe they feel like they're running out of time, maybe they see you somewhere and they just don't want to miss out. I kind of have that pop into my head here where it's like for some of you, there could be a person who I'm not even saying it's true. I just think in their head, they're like, oh my God, I'm running out of time to be with this person. I gotta get moving. So that could be for some of you. Which would be good. With the High Priestess, yes, are you kidding me? I literally said that she is a card of potential. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which is the card of potential. So there is a big opportunity that is in front of you. And yes, you're going to have to put in the work. Like I said, there are 3 things you need to do, I believe, here. 9 of Cups, right? I'm giving you the answers to major success here, Gemini. So listen up. The 9 of Cups is about bathing in an energy. It's about being the thing that you want to be before you are that thing. You can do this through visualization, imagination, through scripting, through writing down words, through journaling. I don't care how you do it. By being around the thing that you want to be, by watching YouTube videos, whatever makes you feel like you're in that energy. This right here, Knight of Wands, the Devil. With the Devil, sometimes I believe that the Devil represents root chakra energy. We have a creative idea, something that needs to be creative. The trick is we have to bring the energy up to our head. We have to express it into the world. So get started. Start planting seeds, Knight of Cups. And then the 7 of Cups just kind of says, like, pick one thing and get started. You know, it's like if you want to start a YouTube channel, just do one video, do 10 videos, right? Just get started and do all those things and you'll be successful. With the 2 of Pentacles, Justice. Again, I feel this is just talking about balance, plain and simple. Again, if you're working hard, make sure you're playing hard. Also, look for opportunities to work smarter. You know, it's like there's so many examples that, you know, it's just ridiculous. AI, it's like you could be automating your business. You could be getting help in your business. Doesn't even have to be business. There might be, it's like I think about relationships all the time. It's like sometimes I think people, it's like, you know, why not learn about love languages? I kind of think love languages are a little bit overrated. But what I would say is like if you have a partner and their love language is gift giving, but you keep giving them words of affirmation or whatever the hell the other ones are, I forgot. It's like you're wasting your time. It's like, why not pay attention to actually what works? I feel like that's what this reading is saying. It's like, be more efficient with your time and it'll come back to you tenfold. You have this birds card. It says news, messages. You also have this pearl. It says hidden gem. If you're attracting new love, I feel like you could be literally attracting a hidden gem. Didn't I say this to you recently? I kind of have like a little bit of deja vu going on here with this card. So, you know, it could be a very special person. I also feel, again, for all of you, I'm telling you right now, if you're working on a new project, I feel that it's just going to work very quickly is what I would say. So, you know, that does not mean it's going to work immediately. I want to stress. I just want to say that maybe in the past you'd start a project, maybe it would take a long time to get moving. I feel like this maybe takes like months instead of years, or, you know, it's like, I think there will be a lot more clues that you're going in the right direction. Maybe you're more excited about it. Maybe normally you come up with an idea and people are like, that's stupid. Maybe now people are like, that's genius, right? I would be paying attention to that. It's popping into my head because I feel like it's going to be kind of like very obvious to you that what you're working on is going to be successful. I do see a lot of fulfillment coming in for you here. I do get a love message here. Again, there haven't been very many love readings this week, but what I will say is I kind of do feel that if you're attracting love this week, that, or not even this week, like, this year, I feel like you could be attracting something that you don't think exists. It is clearly popping into my head. I kind of feel like saying the shoe is on the other foot as well, which is interesting. This is not a criticism here, Gemini, but what I would say is it's like maybe normally you start to like feel like you're not attracted to a person after a certain period of time. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but, you know, take it with a grain of salt, right? And I feel like this person, it's like they hold your attraction, you know? So, you know, it's like, I think when you're like 60, you're still going to be attracted to this person and vice versa. So it's like, you know, it just seems like a little bit more, you know, a little bit more longer attraction. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. It sounds stupid now that I say it, but, you know, there you go. You have this Knight of Wands. Again, this could be a person rushing into your life. I do feel this, like some of you could have a person who all of a sudden rushes in and, you know, because they don't want to miss out outside of love. I would say that this is a card that's encouraging you to embrace mystery. I'm telling you right now, I've been saying it since 2020, that everything you want is on the other side of something you've never done before. This is the answer to the next 20 years. So is justice, by the way, is the answer to the next 20 years. You know, cause and effect, paying attention to what works. And people always say, that's obvious. I'm like, well, I'm sure you do plenty of things that don't work. So it's not obvious. And trust me, I'm far from perfect. I do things every single day that don't work. So, you know, we all do it. I just think we just need to pay, you know, again, I tell people all the time too. It's like, don't try to be perfect either. It's like, you know, it's like if 51% of the time you're doing what works, I think that's good enough. But I think the problem is for the most part, maybe like 10% of the time we do what works, and the rest of our lives, most of us, we just bang our heads against the wall. So, I feel like this is saying, like, don't try to, like, force things to fit. I don't know why that's popping into my head here with the Knight of Wands, but that's really what I'm getting. Probably because, again, it represents mysteries. The Knight of Wands, there are these pyramids in the background on a traditional Knight of Wands, and it kind of represents, like, digging into mysteries, learning about new opportunities and things like that. And that's what I feel like you need to do here. You have the Seven of Cups, which is like being spoiled for choice. I feel like there are a lot of opportunities for you here, for you to kind of ground something in reality. He's finally picked a cup on this card, on this version of the Seven of Cups. So I feel like you need to kind of like pick a direction here in your life that you want to go in, especially for those of you that have a big opportunity, big career opportunity, Ace of Pentacles. It's going to be a change, Judgment right next to it. So for a lot of you, I kind of have like a big change coming up. You could be like moving cross country, or you could be moving to another country or something like, for some of you, it's going to be something pretty big. And I feel like you kind of already know about it for some of you don't. But I feel this is like encouraging you to make the big leap. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Empress. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Right here, Empress, Emperor, total fulfillment and love. So if you want love, there you go. Definitely a soulmate. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands, like taking the lead, grabbing control, really making something in your life happen. So I feel there's like a lot of success coming in for you here with the Two of Wands. I also feel like you have the whole world in your hands. Again, the Two of Wands, he has the whole world in his hands. And then we go here, you have the world. So there's clearly like some sort of accomplishment coming in for you. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords come up a lot this week. You have it twice. Someone else had it twice as well, and then everybody's had it. I just think in general, I just get this feeling that the universe is like saying, hey, are you going to stay stuck in a nightmare, or are you going to change your situation? I feel a lot of us could be really being triggered to look at round and round situations in our life. Again, we probably all have some sort of round and round situation that is holding us back, where we know we need to get off the hamster wheel, but we just don't. Whatever it is. It's like maybe you want to lose weight and you're not exercising. Maybe you're exercising too much and your knees hurt all the time. It's like it could be anything, right? Maybe you keep dating the same type of person and you ignore the warning signs, right? So whatever the case may be, I kind of feel we are being maybe a little bit triggered this week to look at those things. Whatever it is, like I said, doesn't matter. And, I would just pay attention to what it could be. Next, you have this letter in a bottle. It says, your message has been received. There you go. If you've been asking the universe for something, then I feel like you will be receiving it, or at least the opportunity. I don't think we ever just get anything in life. I feel we have to obviously like put in the work, or, kind of make things happen. You have the Knight of Cups, the Devil, and the World card. This area represents the good stuff. I don't know if I said that, but it's going to be positive no matter what. So you could be healing from something toxic. Both of these cards here can represent Capricorn, so you definitely could be attracting a Capricorn, but this could also be Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo that's coming in for you. Take it how it resonates. You literally have every single sign here in this reading, so, whatever you want, it could be coming in. I also feel that you're in for a major change, because she's in the middle of this card, and to me, it's a birth card. She's like kind of transitioning into another world. And, we go from, in the major arcana, from the Fool to the World, and then we start all over again as the Fool. So there's like some sort of new beginning here. I do feel like some of you, it's like there's an idea. I feel like it needs to come up to your head, as I always say with the Devil. Again, Devil can represent toxic energy. It is showing up in the good stuff, so you could be healing from toxic energy or giving something toxic up, of course, but I really feel it's more talking about like manifesting something that is an idea. It's like it needs to come up to the head. The energy needs to be expressed into the world. It's kind of like an energy of creation. Again, it represents like our baser instincts, the Devil. Those two people normally have animal horns on their heads, and it represents like baser instincts, but it also kind of represents our wild side, but we also have a domestic side, and it's not about having one or the other. It's about mixing the two things together. So you have the wild side, the creative idea, and now you need to bring in some domestic energy and like actually bring it into the world. So, that's kind of like what I'm getting here with the Devil. Next, you have this Knight of Cups, so definitely could be a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you here. So if you want love, I feel like there could be someone, it could be like maybe you've been asking for a certain type of person, and it's like they're actually arriving in your life. Definitely divine counterparts, Emperor, Empress. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Four of Pentacles. I do feel like a major focus for everyone is going to be financial stability over the next, 10 years at least. And so, I don't know. I don't really know what to say other than you're stabilizing your finances. And you have the Empress, tons of abundance. With the Devil, you have the Hermit, so you've definitely overcome something. I do feel like some of you have overcome like an addiction or a challenge in your life or something that is toxic. It's like you're finally moving past it, is what I'm getting here. And with the World, you have the Hierophant. Definitely could be a person you're going to marry. This right here, I mean, Emperor down to the Hierophant. Could be meeting a person that you'll marry in the future. For others, by the way, I'm also getting here that for some of you, that you could be meeting a person who just is helpful, like to your work or to your business. So if you're looking for that type of help, that could also be showing up. We're going to pull 5 main themes now, and here you're literally your first card, Owl. Good advice from a wise person. You could be definitely, I definitely got that on the Emperor going down to the Hierophant. The Hierophant can be a teacher, and you have that student card at the beginning of the reading. So it kind of really gave me that kind of energy of maybe you're learning from a person. So if you have any like mentors or guides, there could be a person who's very helpful to you that's like going to be helping you. You have this Arrow card. It says you're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. The whole entire reading basically says you're going in the right direction. You have this March card. Whenever I get these monthly cards, I always clarify them. And you have this Clouds card. It says temporary problems. So this month is a little weird, right? I really feel it doesn't get better till the middle of the month, but we're basically there. We're almost in the middle of the month. And then even at that, it's like we kind of have to wait for Mars to leave your sign, Gemini, which is at like closer to the end of the month. So there might be just some hiccups, some things that come up. Don't let these things disappoint you. Like if something doesn't, like I said, things will work quickly, but they're not going to work right away. So I think you need to kind of like balance those two ideas out. You have this Casket card. You have the Judgment card as well. Judgment has the coffins on it. And I always say any coffin card in tarot or oracle cards, it kind of represents needing to leave the coffin. The coffin is your old life. Outside the coffin is your new life. This card says someone going out of your life, the end of a situation. So you could be ending a situation with a person, but I feel like it's already happened. Again, your back is to the past with that Queen of Swords. You also have this Cat card, says a two-faced friend. Again, I mean, one of your major lessons from Mars in your sign was probably like about who you can trust and who you can't trust. So, I don't know. Again, this could be the person that's leaving your life. Take it how it resonates, but I love this reading. I feel like there's nothing to worry about. I'd focus on the positive, and it looks really good. So thank you for being here, Gemini. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.